Hello and welcome to our video. This is our BMW M140i Shadow Edition. This is on a 67 plate. It's late December 2017, so almost on the 18. It's finished in sunset orange metallic, a very rich vibrant colour which is very popular. With the Shadow Edition you get the black gloss grills, you get the smoked interior on the lights there and again on the rear. Both of our detailers here, Dan and Peters, have spent a long time making sure all of our cars are finished nicely. All of the cars are rotary polished to take out any fine scratches, and then they use an orbiting machine polisher, which then brings up a nice high gloss, no holograms. We get a really lovely finish on the cars, as you can see from this beautiful shine on the car. It's got the anthracite grey, darker grey wheels on the Shadow Edition, and the lights are darker, not so red on the back. Rear parking sensors, sun protection glass at the rear, and on the inside this has the touchscreen professional media which you get on the Shadow Edition, and in fact you get business nav on the Shadow Edition, but when you opt for the professional navigation you get the touchscreen. It's got front parking sensors as well. Just come round to the rear of the car. This car's got the oyster cream interior, which with this colour suits itself really well. You can see that the boot, Peters has really made a beautiful job of the interior there. All nice and clean, details in every nook and cranny to make sure. It's a hard job to get this done properly and get it clean to the level that we like to present the cars in. There's no scratches on the top of the bumper there. Every part of the car is clean, as you can see. Let's just shut that down. I was going to take you straight round to the front, show you under the engine bay. Just show you quickly actually just how clean that bonnet is. As I bring the camera around, look at that shine. Absolutely gleaming. No marks, no bird dropping stains, really clean paintwork. And then if we look under the bonnet, all done by hand, using WD-40, which is a very safe product to use in the engine bay. As you can hear, the engine's running nice and smooth. All our cars are prepped mechanically by the local BMW specialist, so we make sure that everything is up to date, including MOTs. Close that down. In fact, let's just pan out again and have a look at the car from this side. Really sharp. Now this car also has the adaptive M suspension. So with the adaptive suspension, in sport mode it will stiffen the ride, and in comfort it will soften the ride. Now they all have the little Eco Sport button, which is just here, but unless you have the adaptive suspension it won't actually adjust the ride, but this car does have it. There's the Harman Kardon. Seats and the Oyster Pro Nav with the iDrive, where you can write with your finger on the top, and then this is all touchscreen. We'll show you that in just a second. So we'll come round to the rear of the car. The door cards are lovely. Again, no scratches, and this is a one-owner vehicle as well, if I haven't already mentioned. 11,500 miles on this with full service history. It would have had its first oil and filter change. Just pan back out at the rear of the car. Even all the exhausts are polished. Come round. Sharp thing on the top there. Let's open up the back of the car here. Again, another clean Door card, no damage. No damage down here, no scratches. All the seats are lovely. The back of the front seats, again, no damage, no scratches. Really clean. Anthracite dark headlining. Come to the front of the car. And we have the door card again. Again, no scratches. Got an electric bolster on both front seats to blow the sides up. Okay, we're just gonna move this seat back so I can get in. Got the paddle shift for the 8-speed gearbox, speed limiter and cruise control, voice control, different modes for the display. Up here, you can move through the channels. Your 8-speed gearbox, which if you push over to the left puts it into sport mode. We'll just jump into the car, shut the door. So this has the later display, and I can, on the later display, it'll actually give you your oil temperature as well, which you don't get on the earlier one. The stalks are slightly different. Your auto lights are a bit squarer than the previous generation. And then up here you've got your Pro Nav, which is, like I say, touchscreen. So you can, right there, home button, makes everything a little bit easier. You've got your connective drive, which has still got some running on it because it's showing the weather and the weather radar, and there's various different things, too much for me to use. And then in here, all your different options, vehicle settings, technology, sport displays. You can change it from kilowatts to pounds per foot and horsepower, or the other way around in fact. Your efficiency, dynamics, different modes there. And if we come down up to vehicle status, over to the left, come down to service requirements, you'll see that everything's up to date. And so PDI had its first service attendant oil and microfilter, which is standard, and then we've updated it with a brake fluid. So the vehicle inspection and emissions inspection, so everything's up to date. Just come out there. So the oil's got 17,000 miles, vehicle check 17,000, brake fluid not till 2022, rear brakes 12,000 miles, front pads 14,000 miles. So everything's good to go on this car. And then you've got your media. Come over to the left again. You've got your DAB, your music collection, so you can download music. iPhones, there's my phone in there. You can play your music. Whatever's playing on your phone will play out through the car, so everything there. Climate control, black gloss finisher, USB, and then you may already know this, but the Eco Pro mode, comfort, sport. So as soon as it goes into sport, the suspension will stiffen on this model. You can actually configure that separately as well, drive chain and chassis, or drive chain or chassis. And when you go into Sport Plus, it will turn some of the traction control off, it will leave part of it on. And then when you go into Comfort or Eco Pro, it will soften the suspension. So a good all-round setup for your daily driving. Just pan round, and all your books in there, your Harman card. If you haven't driven one of these, they're a fantastic car. Very good fun. Let's just jump out. And like I say, really nice colour combination. Very desirable with the adaptive suspension. If you have any more questions, please give us a call and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Thank you, take care, bye.